Hi everyone, good day. It's me, Kenyatta. So I want to jump in your news feeds for a few minutes to talk about a few things, specifically why I decided to write books. But first, I want to say thank you to anyone who took out a few minutes of their day yesterday to watch the launch video for my new self-guided program called Share Your Grief Story. So it's very important to me to get this information out there and to help educate people who want to learn how to write a book to share their personal grief story. The benefits of doing so are numerous, and I can't tell you enough about how rewarding and how powerful it is to put your story in a book to share it with others. So I'm going to tell you in a few minutes why I decided to write. All right, friends. So real quickly. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this mug. Remember in my launch video, I talked about my new bee collection mug. Look at this one. This is a play off of my love of bees and the beach, honey. This cup says, "Life is a biatch." I love it. All right. Anyway, so back to business. So one of the reasons why I decided to write a book was because I was having lunch with a friend. I was having lunch with a friend one day, and while we were eating, this friend, whose mother is still alive, had asked me over the table, how did it feel to lose my mother? And that question just really kind of, it gave me chills, because in that moment, I was not upset with her because she asked me the question. I was upset because I was in a position to answer the question. And the other thing is I understood in those few seconds why she was asking me that question. She was trying to put herself in my shoes for a moment to understand what type of pain she potentially will experience if that day happens for her, right? And so I understood that, but it was not something I could articulate, so therefore I put it in a book. Okay, friends, so the next reason and the most powerful reason that I decided to write a book is because I wanted to honor my mother's legacy. My mother's a writer. She wrote songs. She wrote poems. She wrote in her journal. She wrote scripts. She wrote plays. She was a prolific writer. And so by writing a book, it was just a powerful nod to her work and to her love and to her passion for writing. And the irony is, and I say this all the time, is that I have always been a prolific journaler, but it wasn't until I became an adult that I understood that I was what they call journaling. I just used to consider it like taking notes about my life or whatever. I have journals from when I was, 16, 17 years old that, if they got into the wrong hands, I might be in jail because the type of stuff that I used to journal about, because I was just a little crazy girl back then. But yeah, at the end of the day, though, I get storytelling and writing from my mom. And yeah, becoming an author was a nod to her work and to honor her legacy. Okay, friends. And so third reason why I decided to write a book, and this might pull at your heartstrings a little bit, is because I wanted to memorialize everything that I remember about the moments leading up to my mom passing away. Now, for some people, you may never want to remember. You may even want to act like it never even happened, right? It's just those are memories that you don't want to preserve. But for me, I know that I'm going to get old. I know that my memory, because of grief, sometimes some things I don't remember from my past because of my grief brain. But one thing I never wanted to forget was everything leading up to what happened to my mom. And not only did I not want to ever forget any details, when I am no longer here, I don't want people after me to ever forget what happened to my mom. So It helps me to preserve the memories of what happened. And it allows me to share what happened with the world, because I never want people to forget about my Miss B. Okay, guys. So I'm getting ready to go ahead and land this plane. So the fourth reason why I decided to write a book is because a book is what truly is one of the tools that helped me to understand grief and how to navigate grief. Now, you can set up a call with me, and I'll tell you exactly what book that was. But this book was so powerful. It was so helpful. It was so therapeutic that I would listen to that book every day, because I had decided to purchase the book as an audio book. And let me tell you, some people, when they get up and they turn on the Bluetooth in the shower and they play music, for weeks and weeks, I would listen to this book over and over again, and the message would get into my brain. It would sink into my brain. And the person that was narrating the book had this beautiful, calming voice. And that book is one of the things that I credit for really helping me to propel forward on my grief journey. I listened to the book so much that my spouse, Julie, who is not a grief literate person, can now have a full conversation with you about grief. All right, so what I was saying before the video cut off is that my spouse, Julie, would hear the book, because I would play the book every day for hours, and she would hear the book, and by her listening to the book, she became grief literate. She can have a full conversation with you about grief. She understands different terms, the most interesting thing. But so a book is what truly was one of the things that actually helped me. So I hope that this information is helpful to you, so that you really understand how powerful sharing your story can be, how powerful books can be. And in my new program, Share Your Grief Story, it's a self-guided program. You can complete it in under 2 hours. I love the program. I'm proud of it. Most of the nuggets are in the participant guide. And I just would like to make sure that you guys understand that this tool, Share Your Grief Story, is now available to you. And I'll leave the information in the caption. Thank you for listening to me today, and have a great day.